Welcome. This is a recording of adults playing or talking about tabletop games. This means that adult language and/or themes may occur within that could be seen as inappropriate for younger audiences. Thank you.
I want to try to tap my charger thing, and if I don't do that, I'm assuming I'm still going to do damage if I just ram him really hard with my shield.
Yeah, I'll let you do some damage. It'll be 2 damage, but it'll be some damage.
That's fine.
So hold on. You put your character where he was so I can see the distance that you'd be able to move him? Okay, so if you roll a good roll on this attack roll, you can push him out the window. I had to measure the distances.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's spend some might. Does my shield count as an asset in this case?
Sure, why not?
Okay. I'm trying to get as much as I can.
Yeah, I know what you're doing. So the first thing is we need to see if you hit him, and then by what margin do you hit him by? Is what we're looking at.
Ass!
Ouch.
Well, I beat a difficulty 4.
So you do beat a difficulty 4, unfortunately.
It's difficulty 5, isn't it?
That would be challenging. Even trained people often fail.
Yep.
Ugh!
That's as far as you get him.
I was so close! Oh, I see how it is. Each difficulty was a square.
So yes and no. So basically, what it was you had to hit him as a NPC, which is a difficulty 3. Then I measured the immediate movement, which is a 2, plus the excess that you succeeded over the difficulty 3, which is an additional 1. So you moved 3 squares.
Okay.
Was how I basically calculated and figured that that's a reasonable distance to move him at.
Okay. He still takes 2 damage, though, right?
Yes, he does take 2 damage from the impact. So you slam into him, knocking him backwards a few squares. And he looks like he is barely alive.
Oh, god damn it.
He might die before you get him out the window.
Well, if I shove a dead body out the window, I'll be content.
Mechog will be happy with the toy you give him.
Yeah. He'll put it in his power claw and shake it around like a dog with a doll. Alrighty, so that was Foxy. Maugan Ra.
Okay, I am, after dodging the rounds that were fired at me, I want to slip a little vial out of my pocket and insert it into my rebreather and inhale it. And then that was my time dilation cipher.
Okay.
So in a blur, I'm going to leap here. And that's all I can do.
Alrighty. So that gives you an additional 2 assets to defensive
For
rolls?
No, for both. Let me read it. This is an asset that modifies attacks by 2 steps in her favor. So I'm basically a badass in close combat for 24 hours.
Okay. So yeah, you are buzzing like a bee at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Just remind me of some of that stuff because I'll forget.
Yeah.
Okay, so Maugan Ra, you give yourself some speed, and you are off to the races. And now it's the bad guy's turn. So this guy's going to run over here. Finally, the guy that's missing an arm, he's going to pull out his side arm. So Maugan, I need you to roll 3 defensive checks.
No problem.
The first 2 will be the heavy firearm, or the medium firearms, and the third will be the 2 from the light.
None of them hit me, though, so...
Right, because you have the 2 additional, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So
Does my 18 do anything? Or because I'm defending now?
So, yeah, I'll say that because it's the first guy, which is this guy right over here, I'm going to say that he accidentally hits this dude. A glancing blow deals 2 damage to him.
Poor bastard.
So not the full damage of it because it's just like
Yeah.
slight, but Yeah, he fires,
That'd
and,
be great.
and you quickly, like, because he was firing at, like, almost an after image of you while you're, like,
Mhm.
leaping over the desk. So he, like, aims, and he ends up shooting through that image and into his buddy.
Beautiful.
1, 2. And then this guy gets right up to here.
Wait. Oh, did he walk past that? He had to walk past the that square, right?
You're still close enough, because you can go to there in 2 turns.
Oh, you're right. Okay, cool.
So we'll get to that as soon as I take care of Alyson, and then you can do that. So Alyson, you are going to get shot twice,
Why you gotta do this to me, man?
and then the guy that is on his last leg is going to do a contested might check against you to try to rip the shield away from you. But you will have he will have an advantage because he is extremely hurt.
Okay, so
Give me
I'm
2
doing-
defense checks first to see
Okay.
if you get shot at. Oh, that's fine. So the one guy, he shoots, and you dodge completely out of the way with a 19, and it hits the guy that's in front of you and kills him.
Oh God. Damn it! You took away my charger pride.
So that guy doesn't even get the chance to like rip it out the window because like he just nails straight through and misses you and slams into him. All right, so now Cecil, that guy comes within range, so you pop right up.
And how far can they see without goggles on, though? Because I'm assuming that's as far as I can see without goggles on. I don't, with it being as dark as it is. I'm assuming
It's really fucking close. I mean, like he'll be able to see you, but like it's like beyond immediate distance, you can't see without goggles,
Okay, so
or at least not well. Alyson can barely see shit going on from where she is.
well, I guess I'm gonna try. Can I pill for the guy's protective lenses?
Yeah, he's actually wearing like goggle type things. So I need I'd say that this is still going to be a might check. So I need a might check to see if you can whip those off of him.
Well, I also have sleight of hand, so can I at least
I
get
can
some
see-
sort of asset?
Asset, yeah. So where's sleight of hand? Is that under speed?
It's under intellect.
Intellect is sleight of hand is under intellect.
That's where I have it. I don't recall typing it in there.
I'd consider that more like speed or might. Anyways, give me a might check and give yourself an asset, and we'll figure that out later.
Alrighty. Go gadget.
Not enough.
Darn it.
So yeah, you suddenly come up, but he hears you running up to him, and he turns and like you catch like your hands like brush the goggles as you're trying to rip them from his head, but he's able to just move just enough out of the way so that you aren't able to get a good grasp on it. So they're kind of like tilted and discombobulated, but he can still see at least out of one eye. And that. However, it is your turn, Pika.
So, since they're half off, if I were to do it again, would it be easier?
No, it's the same because he's still avoiding you just as normally.
Gotcha.
They're just kind of like slightly crooked.
Gotcha. Well, in that case, I think I'm just going to shoot him then,
Okay.
since I seem to have lost my advantage here. Where's my gun? There it is.
Beats a difficulty 1. Difficulty 2 beats a 3. That'll do it. So 3 damage. So at close proximity, you quickly kind of jam your pistol right up against him and you fire. Good solid
Damn.
shot. Muffled by the meaty flesh of his body, he takes 3 damage.
Woohoo! 3 damage.
Okay. And that was your turn. And now it is Alyson's turn. I got the name right.
Yep.
You did.
So what is Alyson gonna be doing?
I can move 9, right?
Yes. You can move 10, technically.
Okay. I want to pick up my chainsword then.
Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh yeah, you totally can do that. So yeah,
I have, like, one
you
extra
just
room.
you do the maybe like you on the last bit you do that little scoop slide where like you slide on your knees and grab it and whip
Yep.
around to face your target above. At this point, I think you're able to see that there's a whole bunch of dudes down by Maugan. Do you see all that down below you?
Oh, I can't see all of it.
Just a little bit of it.
I can see, yeah, I'm just at the edge. There's like 2 Wendy's chicks, I think.
Wendy's chicks. All right, cool. Yes.
I'm not entirely sure.
So anyway, so you see that there's some combat down there. Alrighty, so that was Foxy. Maugan Ra, your turn.
Pretty blasé. Just leap over this bitch onto this lady and oh no. Maybe I want to finish off the dude that's wounded. Yeah, I'm gonna just try and stab the hell out of this dude that's wounded.
Okay, I'll move her just so you can see your character. Okay, so you're attacking the already.
Oh.
What?
I just rolled an 18. He's already seriously wounded. I'm doing 3 damage, part of which is electrical damage, and... Alright, I'm just going to do 5 damage to him then. 5 electrical damage.
Alright, yeah, you stick into him, and I'd probably say, like, you catch him, like, right in the neck, and so, like, right in, like,
That's
that...
weird. That's where I was going to ask if I could stab him. I want to, like, fry his eyeballs. I want to stab him in the neck and fry his eyeballs.
Yeah, but, like, his whole body's, like, jerking from the electricity, too, when you do that.
Perfect. Beautiful.
And down he goes. Alrighty. Bad guy's turn. So the 2 above are going to shoot at Alyson, 2 at Maugan, and now that Cecil is out in the open, 2 at Cecil. So all of you 2 defensive rolls.
All of us?
Yes.
Oh, I get a hit, don't I?
You do get hits.
I didn't expect that.
Ayo.
How do I hold up?
Okay, so let's see here.
You're fine, Cecil.
Steven, you roll a nat 20, so you dodge significantly out of the way. I'm going to say that that negates the other one. Because,
Oh.
like probably, like, the one that did the 20, you, like, take the guy that still has, like, your knife in his neck, and you turn him. And that corpse takes the shots for you.
Damn. Alright.
That's what your 20
I think I had
is.
a really bad day.
Yeah. And then the other guy, like, totally, like, trying to, like, shoot, like, on a desk, downward, and all that. He's not having a good job being able to do it, and he just shoots a tad wide, because you're kind of switching. And we'll say that's probably why. So, like, you switch spots is how that kind of goes. Is like that.
Oh, okay.
Because you kind of spin him around, so, like, you switch locations. So you're fine. You don't take damage. Cecil, you are fine, and I will let you, with your 19, I'll let you do a minor action to the guy right next to you.
What particular minor action?
Anything that's a 3 or less on the cheat sheet. So you could strike an held object of his, so you could remove his goggles if you wanted, or strike his gun to try to remove his gun. You could move past him, you can knock him back, you can strike a specific body part, or you can hinder him to make your next round, if you're attacking him, easier.
I'm gonna strike his gun.
Okay, so I need a might check, a contested might check to knock it out of his hand. That'll do it. He's disarmed for 1 round.
Woohoo!
Okay. However, Alyson, you're also fine. Man, you all, fucking all of you, dodging bullets like Matrix in here.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I roll.
Also, on that same turn, Alyson, the guy that's directly above you on the map, you hear a kink, 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 and all of a sudden bullets shoot up from the floor and start railing into him from beneath.
Got it.
So he
Oh,
takes...
so Mechog is starting to...
Mechog.
Isn't that your gun?
Mechog's literally spent like almost this entire fucking game trying to figure out where the fuckers are above him so that he can shoot them. It's just you guys can't see him sitting there and be like, ah, 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 ah. Kind of like aiming, looking up, trying to get him. Alrighty, so that was that. That guy takes a little bit of damage. Unfortunately, the floor prevented some, but he takes a little bit.
I have to go for a minute.
Yeah, no problem. Okay. Now that that is over, Cecil.
Oh, it's my turn again, huh?
It is.
So the guy can't do anything. They have rifles, right?
Yes. They do have a sidearm that they can pull out, though.
Well, I'm moving here so that I'm between the two guys.
Smart.
Does this door have a handle on it?
This is one of those other doors where you push it through it.
It doesn't. Does it have a handle on it?
No.
Darn it. Okay then, that gets rid of that hilarious option. And I'll just do what I do best, and I'll just pop him in the whatever happens to be the closest to me.
Okay, so you're gonna try to point blank muzzle fire at him again?
Yeah.
Alrighty. GM
Ouch.
intrusion! What would be good for this situation? I'm gonna say that when you go to fire it, he whips around and grabs the gun, disarming it, and then holding it himself, ready to fire at you.
Oh, well, that's awkward.
So, he now has your pistol.
Goody. I would like to use a free action to tell him I'm getting that back.
Okay. He grins as you hear the hammer click back on your stubber. And
Wait a minute. How much ammo's in a pack?
I think your gun with a stubber is like 6 or something, right?
Little does he know. No, well, I have 3 ammos. They're 10 apiece. Little does he know there's no ammo in it.
Little does he know. Have you fired 6 rounds in that?
No, I fired 10 rounds in it.
Oh, Jesus. I thought you've only done like 2 or 3 in this game so far.
Well, this one, but I just finished the first ammo pack.
Oh, you haven't like exchanged out your ammo packs. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, he's about to fire an empty weapon. What a bitch. Alyson, you have your sword. The guy in front of you is currently getting pigeonholed by Mechog from below. Nate.
What? Sorry.
Your turn.
Okay, let us. Who do I want to fuck up this time? So I can move 2 and attack somebody, right?
Correct.
Shit. Are you guys doing okay down there? Or do you need backups?
I am fine. I can move the speed of sound. Nobody's gonna hit me. Cecil might be dead.
Hilarity's about to unfold. It'll be fine.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Did I
wait.
miss anything important?
I just got my gun jacked, but little does the guy know that he's pointed it at me, cocked the hammer, doesn't know that it's out of ammo.
Okay, so I'm gonna move up here and just wait.
Okay, so you move the full distance that you can running up to him, but you're not able to swing down at him yet.
1 square short.
1 square short. Alrighty. So.
Alright.
Let's see here. This guy
Can I take like a negative modifier?
is dead. This guy is dead.
What? Why do you get a...
For what? Like to attack and just take a negative modifier?
Yeah.
No.
Because
I'll look at the rules for that during the break, but because it does seem pretty shitty that you can only move like 2, but that's basically the way, unfortunately, that it works. Is you have this kind of chicken and mouse or cat and mouse kind of movement. So unfortunately, that's all you can do. Maugan.
Okay. I mean, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing and sword the hell out of here, combat knife the hell out of the guy.
Okay, so combat knife to the
Directly
guy
above me.
above you.
D. Yeah, pop him.
Oh yeah,
Alright,
you get him.
takes 3 damage. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, you get him like right in the calf muscle because he's up on that desk. So you just do a nice overhand right into his calf, shocking him along the way. And bad guy's turn. This guy is going to point blank at Cecil, realize that he has no ammo, so he goes, bye. And then he clicks and no gunshot goes off. And he goes, fuck! And he wings your pistol like across the room and backs up to...
Where did he throw it to? Which direction did he throw it?
Like behind him, like off and to the distance, back this way.
Oh man, that'll be awkward. Where's his gun at, by the way?
Where he moved to.
Okay.
He just can't pick it up after he fired and moved. However, the other guy can, so I need a defensive roll from Cecil, 2 defensive rolls from Maugan, and 2 defensive rolls from Alyson.
This is
How much? How
Two
much?
defensive rolls.
How much do I take?
Let's see here. Cecil, you take 4 damage minus your armor.
Oh frick!
Oh.
There's 4 damage. Okay, I'm debilitated now, or impaired.
I was
Maugan
gonna say, oh,
dodges
shit.
everything known to man.
And I rolled another 17.
Yeah. I'll say that you can move 1 square in any direction that you want for the 17 if you'd like. And Alyson, you dodge everything known to man as well.
good.
Gonna have to start throwing harder opponents at you guys.
Nope.
No, because I've been running with like less than half of my points this entire fight.
Yeah, Cecil's trying not to die.
Next
I-
Saturday, Chaos Marines.
I'm impaired right now because that one shot that I've taken this entire time killed my entire might pool.
Jeez.
I didn't have any left after that last fight.
Yeah, you did take
I'm
a
just
good bit
stabbing
from last
bitches.
fight. Luckily, you guys are in a hospital.
Yep.
Puppies! Alright. Well, talking about your fucked up might pool, it is your turn, so what are you doing?
Okay, so I'm impaired. Yeah, I'm impaired. What does that do again?
It gives you a -1 asset to everything that you do.
-1 asset. Okay.
So if you just
what-
hit that impaired button, it automatically does it for you.
Okay, I did that.
So you
I
don't
just-
need to worry about doing that physically from now on.
I wasn't, because you mentioned something about movement on one of these things.
Yeah, you're fine on movement.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna... Shoot, I can't see where doors are. And... Okay, I'm gonna take off down this hallway and just run away from these guys.
Okey-doke.
I can't... Oh,
So
can't
that
see.
was
There's-
like 1, but you can move like 9 squares and around.
I know. I'm trying to figure out what's around the corner. I guess I'm gonna run through the this door where this guy came out of.
The one directly to the left of you.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 to get there.
I'm assuming those are just dead people.
Yep, dead people that
So-
these guys have killed.
And move right. I just want to move directly to the side of the door. So just run in and then get right to the side.
Okay, so you're trying to like stealth and like do a surprise action if like he comes through.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm assuming-
okey-doke.
I'm assuming I can't stealth right now though, since I moved like 5 squares.
Right, exactly.
So.
So we'll keep that in mind that you're trying to surprise him. And that takes us back to Alyson.
Okay. Time for the chainsword.
Alrighty.
Yep. So the dude right above me. We're gonna go ahead and
Spend some points.
we're gonna go ahead and chainsword his ass. Nope.
No
Just
points?
Fucking. Nope. No need for points. 5
So-
damage.
Automatic 5 damage. Alrighty. This guy is this one. Okay. Yeah, he's looking super fucked up. From below you, you hear Mekog through like the holes underneath in the floor that he shot up through. He says, "Did I hit him?"
God. Yes, Magog, you did.
Right! And you hear gung 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 as he continues again, shooting up through the floor. This time he does the full damage because the floor's structure is now highly damaged. Alyson, I'm going to do another GM intervention on you. I need you to give me a speed check. Nate?
Hmm?
Give me a speed check. GM intervention on you.
God damn it, that's 2.
I know. You're just so perfect for these, though.
Fuck. Damn it.
Not enough.
I'm falling through the floor.
You are falling through the floor. Actually, you're not, though. He falls through the floor because that's where it is. However, you catch yourself because you rolled a 2. 2 is the difficulty to prevent yourself from falling through the floor.
But I'm prone, is my guess.
You are prone because of the floor falling out from underneath him. You kind of slipped through it. Good job, though. Otherwise, you're going to take a fuckload of damage as he fell like 14 feet.
Okay.
So you take the you fall prone as you kind of slip as you hear this creaking sound between like yours and the other guy's weight. He like screams and does like the Wilhelm scream as he like falls through the floor to a waiting happy Mechhog below, which I will just mark him as an X because he's not coming back from that.
Okay.
Mechhog is now the pit of Carcoon in Star Wars at this point. And you slowly start to slide, but you're able to like backpedal just enough to get out of the way, and you fall like on your butt trying to get away from the hole. You get 1 XP, and you get to give 1 XP to someone else.
Oh, God. I'll give it to... Oh, shit, not Cecil.
Maugan Ra.
Yeah, my brain said Mesa Rackham.
I can tear
Mazer
up now.
Rackham.
Yay.
Good to see. That was Ender's Game, right?
Yes, I watched that again last night.
I
I have 5 XP now. Woo!
I have 4. We can tear up at the end of the night.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
begin working on your tier 1.
Well, yeah. You know what I
You
mean.
can start your tier, because currently you're in tier 1. Or you're tier 0 buying into tier 1.
Zach, how much XP do you have?
I have 3.
Oh, yeah, because you negate. Okay.
Alrighty, so that happened. Maugan Ra, your turn.
I mean, do I get anything because I don't have to move to attack him? Is it like in Chaos Gate where like I have an aim or something? Or
No, there's no aims.
all right, then just stab his ass.
Alrighty. GM intervention.
Well, I have mods. that-
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know.
Roll the 1.
Doesn't matter much.
I move too fast.
Yeah, I think that's probably gonna be like the contributing factor to this is I think you're gonna fall over the other side. Like you're gonna swing like 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 how you hopped up on that desk. I think like you didn't get good footing when you did that and you're still like not used to this like movement. Like because you're expecting him to react in the same amount of speed that you are. And which isn't happening. And you actually like topple over the other side. And I'm going to say that gives each of the guys that shoot at you on their next turn, you get a negative modifier to your defense roll on this coming turn. Basically, because you're landing prone and not able to defend yourself as well. Won't probably matter that much because you're going at the speed of light anyway, but that's...
It's something.
Last
turn I would have got hit.
Yeah.
With that last time I would have got hit.
Yeah, it's there. Okay, so a failed attempt by Maugan Ra. Now it's the bad guy's turn. Cecil books it. One guy's gonna come after him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just so I can get his full round. Maugan, you're gonna get shot at from 3 different directions, so 3 defense rolls. Alyson, you get shot at once. And you have cover because of the chairs and you're lying prone, so you get a 1 asset to defend yourself.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, where'd the door go?
What door?
To the room I'm in.
It's there. I don't.
Oh no!
It's
Oh,
just because
that's-
where you're standing. I guess if I move you there, I'll just move you slightly off the wall so you can see it. Okay, let's see
Okay.
here. Alyson, you succeed, no problem. Maugan Raw, 3 rolls.
Okay. Where's my...
And these are with a -1 asset.
I'm safe. I'm definitely safe. I'm safe.
Yeah, I'll say that 18 you get back on your feet.
Sweet. I have acrobatics, so wouldn't I have been able to get back up for free anyway?
I would have considered that, like, when you got back up, you could say, like, hey, I have acrobatics, make an acrobatics check to see if you can just pop up for free, kind of thing.
Oh, okay, so I would have had to roll. Okay.
I would have made you roll, but with the 18, like, you kind of pop up. As you're dodging, you kind of use that momentum from your, like, rolling and movement to stand back up. So, even with their increased ability to get to fucking shoot you, they weren't able to hit you.
Safe. Ciphers are helpful.
Yeah, ciphers are super awesome.
Bless you.
So, that would take us to Cecil. Guy busts through the door looking around.
Can I say that I got cover from because he came through the door? I'm technically behind the door because they're push doors.
Yeah, I mean, like, you have the element of surprise on this because he pushed through the doors.
Is there some way I can? Is this is this the guy that I shot?
Yes, this is the one that you got shot earlier.
Okay. Is there some way I can disarm him? I'm assuming he's holding his gun. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? This is gonna be really risky. I'm gonna move up to him, and then I'm gonna handcuff him to me.
You have handcuffs?
I have manacles.
Sure, give me a speed test. Oh, you handcuff that motherfucker.
And I'm handcuffing the arm with that is on the. I'm handcuffing the hand with on the trigger. That's the one I'm going for.
Okay. Yeah, so you're assuming that he's kind of like left-handed, and so you're handcuffing like the left hand that's holding the trigger.
Yeah,
Awesome.
sure.
Yeah, okay. Are you doing? I'll let you do some small because you got a 19. Like, do you want to do something minor with that? Like,
Knock the gun out of his head.
okay, I'll let you give it a shot. Give me a might check.
Since I have no might, am I actually allowed to do that? Actually,
Yes, you still are. You just can't spend any.
Gotcha. Darn it. Not enough.
Not enough. You needed to roll a 9.
Yep. Blast.
So you give him a good jerk, but it's not enough to yank the gun out
He
of his
doesn't
hand.
get an asset
Oh,
for it being a
Handcuffs.
Sure, fuck it. I'll give you an asset. So that would make you do it. So you wing the gun behind you in some direction over where the dead corpses are.
Cool.
So now it's just you and him, mano a mano, gunless. Although I think you have a weapon.
I have a weapon.
He's got fuck all. Awesome. All right. So you guys are going toe to toe. Alyson,
Yes.
it beeth your turn. Fucking Xena warrior princessing over there.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay. No longer prone. You get all the way over there. He is super surprised.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Yep. But unfortunately, you don't get to do much else. Maugan.
I mean, shit, I'm just gonna stab the guy again. You know?
Okay. Give me a roll.
Damn.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You fuckers tonight in your rolls. Okay, so... Do
I
you
suppose
want
I
to
just
do a
wanna
minor
do
effect or just bump the damage?
I'm just gonna do 6 damage. At this point, that's gotta really fuck him up, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so he's looking... So, like, when that plunges, I think probably this time you get him, like, right, like, above the knee.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, so this is, like, the same one that, like, I think this is the guy that you got him in the calf earlier.
Yeah, I
so,
calved him.
Yeah, so you're going just for the same leg, and you catch him right above the knee. Your knife is sticking out the other side, and like his entire knee looks like it's going through like shock therapy right now, or his entire leg is going through like shock therapy from the lightning.
Okay.
The smell of hamburger meat is wafting in the air, making everyone but Steven's character hungry because he's a vegan.
Yeah, I'm kind of
What?
really disgusted.
Eldar are vegans.
Bullshit.
They are. They're paleo vegans. Okay.
Yeah, I think at least most of them are.
Most of them, except for the Dark Eldar. They're all
Well,
about
yeah.
the meat at that point,
Yeah.
including their own. All right, bad guys. 3 defensive rolls for Steven. 1 defensive roll for Alyson. He's gonna back up too to try to get away from you. And
Oh,
yes.
damn.
How many am I rolling? Was it 2?
1 for Alyson, 3 for Steven, and Zek. I need 1 from you because he's gonna try to deck you with a fist.
So, I got hit twice.
Yes, so the first one, the guy that you stabbed, that GM intrusion, he's going to jerk his leg back, disarming your knife from you.
That fucker. Okay.
And so, just to represent that, he's going to go 1, 2 away from you while doing that. And he's going to fire at you, so that'll be 4 damage against you from that one. The next guy, which is this guy over here, he will slam
Misses.
4 damage into you because you're kind
No,
of
he missed.
beats a difficulty 1.
But I have 2 for my
Oh, okay, so he misses.
Yeah.
So then the other guy slant from across the way over here. He shoots
pop
you,
on the side.
pops you in the side. Another 4 damage
That's-
from him. Minus armor, of course, for all of those.
Yeah.
Alyson,
Low on might, but
with no issue whatsoever, you whip your shield up. Ping, 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 ping. Nothing. And
Yep.
I'll let you tell me what you do with a 20. How does that work with you guys handcuffed? Please explain it to me. He takes a swing at you and fucks up.
Well,
his headbutt his ass.
Well,
I'll
I was
let you do
thinking about-
damage back to him if you want to. If that is what you want to do, I will let you
oh man,
like
tempting.
deck him back.
I have a question. Where did his gun land, by the way?
I'll say right here. I'll
Right
get a
there.
little image for it. 1 second.
So I'd have to, if I wanted it, I'd have to move 2 squares and pick it up in 1 turn before I could use it, right?
Right, which would be basically your full
Yeah.
action would be to go and pick that gun up.
Um,
However,
I'm-
you also have to keep in mind that if you're going to be moving, you're handcuffed to him, which means
I
that you're
gotta-
going to have to make a might check to force him to do otherwise.
No. What are you talking about? I got a 20. So what I can do here is that I can obviously, since he's going for this punch, I can in the process pull the manacles up, since I'm assuming he's using his offhand.
Right.
Have him block with the manacles so he punches these incredibly metal and awkward things, thus hurting his hand. Where at the same time, while I was doing this, I was going up to undo the manacles on my end so that I could run backwards to go grab the gun. They're my manacles. I would obviously have the key.
I will let you disarm or to unlock the manacles and have him punch himself in the same turn, but movement you cannot do.
No, I'm just letting you know what I'm doing next
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I'm up right after this
But
anyway.
that's what I'll let you do is basically you lift the manacles up to unlock, and at the same time he punches hit the manacle that you're holding up, and so he'll take 2 damage from that impact. So he's royally fucked up at this point. Yeah, so he punches the manacle, and you hear him scream out in pain as something pops in his hand as he punches the manacle. And then you unhook yours at the same time. So then it's your turn. So now you are not manacled. He still has a manacle on his end. You can move the 2.
And I move
then
and pick up the gun.
Okay. Awesome. So, Alyson.
See.
Your turn.
I'm gonna chainsword.
Vroom vroom.
Apply hurt.
Give me a swing.
Applying hurt now. Oh.
Boom.
It's enough to hit.
Yay!
The hurt happens.
I applied hurt.
Has he ever been
Good.
hurt?
I don't think so.
Okay, because I didn't think I had him before. Okay, so you get a good hit, but unfortunately, like he kind of like dodges enough out of the way that it only cuts a little bit into like his Kevlar plasteel armor type thing that he's wearing.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, that was that guy. That means bad guys.
Wait, I haven't done anything since I was hit last.
Oh no, Steven.
Yeah.
Your turn. Yeah, you're right.
Yes. I'm going to vault up here because now I'm angry that he took my knife.
Uh-huh.
And I want to shock him, and I get the bonus because it's a physical attack.
Right, you're just doing the full-on, like, hand to the face,
Just,
kind of.
I want to fucking grab him by the throat and just zap him.
Okay, awesome.
What do I roll for that? I don't think I have anything.
It's a might.
That's might?
Yep.
Why wouldn't it be speed?
Because it's treated like a punch versus a accuracy hit.
That's fine.
Guns are speed, melee, because this is technically like a melee.
Yeah, so if I wanted to increase the damage of it, I would have to pull it from my might pool.
Technically, you're using a spell, right?
Oh yeah.
So this would be
costs
your
me int.
But if you want to hit, if you want to increase the chance of hitting him, it would be might. If you're increasing the damage, it would be your
damage.
int. Okay, so
beautiful.
pull from your int pool.
Okay. And then just do a flat might check.
Yep.
Okay. I grab him by the throat and I shock the hell out of him, and I do an extra.
He fries.
Beautiful.
More burger meat.
Yeah, that's.
We'll make a Dark
points.
Eldar out of you yet.
Can I like casually toss it? Because I figure I pick him up a little bit when I do it.
Oh yeah.
'Cause I'm like 7 foot something, and just kind of like toss him off to the side.
Sure, like off the table.
Oh, if I can throw him that far, hell yeah.
Sure, why not? Because he falls and then kind of slips
he, like,
and
slumps
tumbles.
and-
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Nice, meaty keel over. Bad guy's turn. Bad guys can't do shit this turn, so he'll move here so that he can target them. Alyson, 1 defense roll for you. Maugan, 1 defense roll for you. 1, 2. Cecil, 1 defense roll for you.
Ooh, I might have to actually armor that one.
I am unconcerned.
Yeah, your armor absorbs that one there for you, Alyson.
Good.
Cecil, you take 2 damage as he gives a good kick to your leg as you're pulling up the gun. He swings his boot out and catches you on the side.
How are you
Okay.
doing over there, Zach? Or is it just you and one of the dude?
I'm just dueling with this guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's doing hard. Like, this is a hardcore duel.
This is like
over
Saving Private Ryan, where the one dude's just driving the knife towards him.
there.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And Steven, did you roll a defense for yourself?
Yeah, I cleared it. I'm good.
Oh, okay, that was the speed. Okay, I see it. So
I
yeah, you
apparently
dodged out of the
either
way.
impossible to hit or I get a 1. So
Right. Awesome. So that all happened. Alyson, you hear from below you.
Oh, God.
You hear Mecca go, "Where's the next one?"
Right in front of me.
Right.
This is not gonna go well.
No, it's not.
Give me a second. I gotta pull up
Preemptively, can I
Mecca.
put the shield below my feet and stand on it?
No, because you're defending from the bullets from the one guy. Mechog is going to make an int check from the character sheet because I have no other way to describe how he's supposed to figure this shit out. What would that be? This is gonna be... Okay, it's difficult. Mechog will spend effort.
because he always does.
Mechog's a boss!
Damn.
Shit.
Gung, 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 gung.
So he
6
really
minus the
rolls a
2,
20?
4 does 5. This guy gets riddled from beneath. And So yeah, so right in front of you, Alyson, probably a little too close for comfort. Bullets start shooting out from the floor in front of you, slamming into the guy that you're currently chain sorting.
Oh, good.
Luckily, none of them hit you.
Oh, good. Because that would have been unpleasant for me.
Yeah, especially
Just
because
say the
Mechog's
least.
really considering he's carrying around your big two-handed machine
Yep.
gun.
I know how much damage that does. My armor would not negate it.
Okay, so let's also. So this guy now, Alyson, he's looking like really fucked up. If you gave a little bit of effort to the damage, you might get him.
Okay.
Okay. So. Cecil.
Okay, what did I pick up?
You picked up a submachine gun, shoots bullets, it does 4 damage.
Is that with my bonus?
This technically, if we're going to give it an actual name within the universe, would be. Where is it? Okay, this would be a.
When's break? Because I need to use Little Boy's room.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Fuck is it?
Whatever, we can just call it an SMG for now. We'll get to it
Yeah,
later.
well, it's an SMG. I'll look it up in a minute. I'm just
Okay,
looking.
and so it's gonna do 5 damage because I get a bonus of +1, and I'm assuming I'm untrained with it. Does it get a?
It's not untrained. That's like if you never knew how to use a gun.
So it's trained? Because my stub revolver is untrained.
You're not trained, but you're not inefficient. It just sits at untrained.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what what do I put the mod at? Because my stub revolver is at
0.
a 1. It's a 0. Okay.
Because your stub revolver is a light weapon, so it gets a +1 mod.
Okay. Well, then let's fire the same thing and see what happens. Come on, hit. I think that hits. Oh, it should hit because he's up close range.
And that's a stubber, by the way. And yes, that does hit. So, he is looking like he is on his last leg of life, but still alive.
With 5 damage?
Yep. He has 1 HP. If you would have spent effort on it, you would have gotten him.
Blast. I don't think I could have any. Yeah, I couldn't have.
You're really hurting over there.
You have no. The only thing that I have a full pool of is intellect, and that's just sitting at its base. Like
So you're
I'm.
very smart while you die.
Yes, I am.
Cognizant of the world around him as he bleeds out to death.
Mhm.
Okay. So, that was Pika. Now
I
it's,
obviously need to know how much ammo is in here, though.
you have another 5 rounds in that.
Okay.
And
I mean,
since
we could just-
Nate is MIA,
Just assume he stabs whatever's closest to him.
yeah, I'm just gonna do a roll for him because that's blatantly obvious. Let me take his character. Oh, he's really hurting there. Why does he have no edge? He's supposed to have 1 edge.
Shit.
He's been spending might probably, and he didn't more might than he needed to. I'm gonna say that he had it in might. So, how many times did he spend might tonight? At least 2, right?
Yeah, I know that much.
Okay, so I'll give him 2 points back. Then I'm gonna spend those 2 points to increase his ability to fuck this dude up. And that means a 1 roll efficiency. Here we go. Whoa, good thing he did it. So he doesn't kill the guy, but he almost does. So he carves into this guy. Guy seems to be also on his last leg. Steven, what is
Cecil.
Maugan Raw doing?
Would it be possible for me to run, like do some sort of crazy acrobatic shit, get down here and pick up my knife on the way?
Well, the guy that you fried is the one that had the knife in him, so I assume that you were going to take that with as you threw him. So
Okay,
you have
then I
your knife
suppose
with
I
you.
will. Then all I can really do is just move down here.
Right, unless you wanted to fire your pistol or throw your knife at someone.
Maybe I'll throw the knife at him. Yeah, because I'm already down to 8 shuriken ammo, and I don't know how hard it'll be to get more for that.
Right.
So can I just whip my knife at him?
Yeah, sure. Speed test for that instead of a might test.
Okay. Well, combat. Okay.
It's the same. I'm just saying if you want to spend points to like increase the damage or accuracy, you pull.
No, I get the
instead.
2 assets from my Cypher, so I'm gonna assume that'll do me. He's knifed. But I lose. Do I lose my 1 point of damage extra from the
Right, because it's no longer connected to your body when you throw it.
Yeah, so it doesn't like stay charged until
Right,
it hits
no.
something like
It
ground.
instantly
Okay,
detects
so that's
the moment that you release it, so it does 2 damage to him.
2 damage. Yeah.
This guy is a fresh dude.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I have 2 fresh dudes. And 2 almost dead dudes. Okay. Okay, so that was Steven, bad guy's turn. 1, 2, fires. So 2 at Maugan, 1 at Foxy, and 1 at Cecil. I'll roll for Foxy.
It was distracted by dinner talk again. How many for me?
2.
Okay. Alright. Fuck me.
Wow,
I did
man.
it once.
So I'm gonna say that on Foxy's, just because I can, that Foxy, when the guy goes to shoot him, he like butts the gun up, like hits the gun up into the dude's face and knocks him out and kills him. That'll be what the 17 was.
Mm-hmm.
Cecil, you succeed, not particularly spectacularly, but you dodge out of the way of his kick to your face. And technically, only that GM intervention bones you, right, Steven?
Does he hit me? Because I only have a +2 to being hit.
That's including your assets? Don't you have assets to dodge out of the way for the...
Yeah, but I only
speed?
have 2. So I would have needed...
That's a 4 then. Because you rolled a 6, which beats a 2, but then you have 2 assets, which beats a 4.
Yeah, the first one I don't get hit, but the second one I get hit.
Oh, the second one, because you rolled a 1, it has to hit. Like,
yeah.
there's no other choice. That's why I was asking. That
I
first
thought you were
one...
asking if it hit on top of... Okay,
No.
okay, yeah.
So, yeah,
I also now have 0 might, so that means I moved on down the damage track to impaired, right?
Right. And
What does
now
that mean?
now you take damage to your speed instead of your might.
Oh, does that mean anything else?
Anything that you do now has a -1, which automatically happens because you have that impaired option checked.
Okay, cool.
So everything becomes a little bit harder to do. Nate, you killed the guy above you while you were gone.
Okay, good.
You slashed at him, and then he shot at you, and you rolled really high, so I made you push the gun into his face.
Okay.
So, Steven, instead of, just because I'm running out of things to do, because you constantly are GM interventioning me, I'm going to
Sure.
increase the damage by an additional 3, so take 7.
Okay.
Basically, I traded it like he spent an extra effort. in the
Minus your
damage.
armor.
Yeah, minus armor.
Yeah, I did that, thanks.
Okay. So that was the bad guy's turn.
My turn.
Technically, the guy that
Mech.
died, Mekog, or Alyson, you hear from Mekog. He yells up, "Did we get him? Do I need to keep firing?"
You're good. We
Right.
got him.
He goes, I don't know where the others are, so where do I need to go?
The stairs.
Down 4, left 1 from my position.
Right. Give me a second.
I don't know if this is gonna go well or not.
Apparently so.
Mekog is a fucking boss.
Apparently.
Mekog understood what only could be translated into game terms in his real life situation. He considered that to be
Ceiling tiles.
to be 4 steps. Yeah, or ceiling tiles. And he chose the right direction. Because he doesn't know what direction you were looking at when he said that.
Nope.
Okay, so Mekog, rolling awesomely. Cecil.
I'm gonna bunt the guy with the gun because I don't think I need to waste ammo on him.
Okay, so you're gonna do a melee attack.
Yeah.
Throw me a might check with the gun.
Like, click the gun thing or just click might?
Just click the gun thing. That'll be fine.
Okay. Nope.
Nope. So you quickly try to like pistol whip him with this stubber, and he ducks underneath it. So nothing there for you. You do have the option of moving 2 squares if you'd like.
Woohoo. Teehee.
Okay. And now it's Alyson.
Yay! I would like to chainsword him. Who the fuck is Purple Man?
That is Steven's character.
I forgot about that. I need to chainsword this dude, so I'm gonna apply hurt and chainsword.
Isn't that too far
He's
to
got
move?
he's got my knife in him. Be careful with my knife.
Oh, you're right. It is too far to move. Shit.
So you can move there. You just can't do anything
Yeah,
else.
I can't.
Throw the chainsword at him. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
All right.
Trigger down.
So you move the full distance, and that's all you can do. Steven, Maugan Ra.
Okay, I can't like charge him and zap him because I'm 3 away. Well, actually, I probably don't need to worry about him because I'm sure Allison's about to gut his
Allison's
ass.
about to go to town.
So can I just move here?
Yeah, absolutely. That'll take your full turn to get there, though.
Yeah, next time I'm gonna fry him. But...
Okay, cool. So that was Steven, bad guy's turn. 1 defense roll for all of you.
Wait a minute. He can't hit me from here.
You can if he moves
Okay.
2.
Now he can.
I appeared to have rolled bad. But I'm going to assume my armor wins.
Peek, I'm going to say that you kill him in some miraculous fashion. Come up with a way to tell me when I get to you.
Okay.
Alyson, you're going to get hit. Luckily, your armor fucking absorbs everything. And Steven, that's what it is, or do I need to increase that beats difficulty by 2 because of your shit?
No, I'm safe because I have my
Right,
Cypher.
+2 to that. Okay, cool. So,
I should probably add that so I don't have to.
Yeah, that way
whatever.
I don't get confused. All right, so they do fuck all. And yeah, okay. So Pika, what is Cecil doing now that he? Oh, I want to know how do you kill this guy when he swings at you?
So, is that a computer? Oh wait, all the
It's a
power's
table.
out. Never mind.
Yeah.
Well, that was gonna be hilarious. I was gonna make him slip and land in something, but I guess I'm gonna, since I was backing up, we'll go with that. He runs, he goes to punch at me, and I grab the manacle and just like slam him into the ground or something.
Okay. Yeah. So you kind of twist it behind him, and then he face plants into the ground.
Yeah.
Bones crunching underneath him, blood splattering out on the floor.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. So now it's your turn, Pika.
I proceed to take my manacles back.
Okay. That'll be. Do you have anything else you want to do? I mean, realistically, you can move 2 squares after taking off the manacles.
You guys almost had that other guy dead, so I guess I'm gonna slowly. I guess I'll move over here.
Okay.
Unless I can grab anything else off of him in the process of grabbing my manacles.
I mean, you
like
can start looting him if you want.
I may as well start looting him.
Okay.
Do I need to move back?
Not yet. We'll get to that in a minute. Alyson.
Yay! Chainsword.
Roll to hit.
Ass!
Nope.
Swing and a miss.
So this is a fairly healthy soldier comparative to some of the others that you guys have been fighting. So you're expecting kind of the sluggish, not good military personnel that you've been fighting earlier. He dodges without any issue. And Maugan.
I want to, as I'm leaping up onto the desk, charge my hand and just sucker punch him in the gut
Okay.
with my electrical shit.
Are you spending any effort to make it easier to hit or hurt him?
I have no might, so I cannot, but I will spend 2 int to
jack up the
damage him more.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he's done. Well, not done, but that's 6 damage.
It's 4 damage normally?
No, it's 3 damage normally.
Okay. 6. Okay.
And since that's like electrical, like that, what does that do with armor?
It ignores it.
Okay. So he's just turned into like a puppet, right, for a second?
Yeah, so probably just for funsies' sake, like he kind of has that like cartoony thing where like you can see his insides from the inside out
His
real
skeleton
quick.
shines
Yeah,
through.
his skeleton shines through real quick as you punch him in the gut. And then it's the bad guy's turn. Alyson and Maugan, 1 defensive roll. Dodge and a dodge.
Yeah. How did you think to apply effort? That was funny.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh, then that would be a hit.
And you get hit.
Well, your armor absorbs it because Allison's armor is fucking
So,
OP.
okay, so we need to beat difficulty 3. Got it.
Yeah. Okay, so at that point, we are going to, because funsy time, where is Mechog? Mechog apparently gives no fucks. So let's see here. Minus the ceiling structure. 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. So once again, Alyson, directly in front of you. Goom, 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 goom. Big holes start shooting up from the floor, and bullets start ripping into them. Let's see, how many times have I done that? Because this needs to be pulled from your ammo cache.
Oh, God. 4.
4? Really?
I kept track in case I had to do it. He shot it through the floor twice.
Yeah, but he
other-
also did combat before that he started doing this in the floor.
Oh.
He was fighting down below. Make sure you knock
Probably
off
no
6
floor.
ammo from your total ammo amount.
Damn, man.
Okay, so that was Mechog. Cecil, you're looting. Just for argument's sake, and because I'm going to assume that you're going to stay out of combat until this is over, right, Cecil?
Yeah.
Then we're just going to put you on the afterburner until this is all over, because we're going to go to break, and then we'll talk about loot and stuff like that.
That works. Because I
Okay.
don't think I'm going to be able to do anything in the amount of time that it takes them to finish off 2 guys.
Right. Okay. So that means Alyson. He's looking pretty fucked up at this point.
Damn it.
And another whiff. Apparently he's not as fucked up as you thought. He was able to dodge out of the way. And Maugan.
Can I get an assessment of how destroyed he's looking? I believe this guy was hit before I just shocked his
He's
ass.
looking pretty worse for wear, but better than the one that Allison's fighting, but not by much.
Alright, I'm gonna do the same thing as before, but I am again gonna try and bump the damage.
Okie doke.
6 damage.
Zap! Down he goes. So,
Okay.
how would you like to flavor that?
So this has just been a couple seconds, right? So I leap onto
Yeah,
the
literally
desk
you did this
and
like
I
2 times and he's down.
uppercut him, and I think as he doubles over, I'll bring my knee up and I'll just like cave his face in.
Awesome. Yeah. Collapses. We'll filter through. That was Steven. Alyson, one more defensive roll for me.
It's a good thing I have great fantastical armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, your armor's getting fucked. We're gonna have to come up with some way to explain how your armor survived all of these bullet rounds.
I vote we don't.
Gonna cost you some money at some point. Okay, so your armor absorbs all of that damage. And give me a roll, Foxy. Finish it.
I'll
Alright.
finish it.
Throw
Change
some
order.
effort into it.
Apply. No.
Oh, we're good.
Yeah, downward cut. How do you want to kill him off?
I'm gonna go decap.
Decap? Just a nice clean like this. You missed the last two, so he's not thinking. Like you actually got the speed. Last second, you kind of just do this quick and just right through. A little bit slower than you'd think because the chainsword is not like a sharp object. It's kind of intended to grind through something. But nonetheless, the head comes popping off and blood starts squirting everywhere. You guys have successfully prevented these soldiers from killing all the inhabitants in the building. And we will take our break right. You guys have succeeded in defending against the assault by whatever group this was. And it's looting time.
Yes.
So, my first question is, there were a total of 8 soldiers that you guys fought and killed.
What are you talking about? I only fought one. I mean 2.
Plural. You guys. So, that results in, so you guys know, 8 auto pistols, 8 auto guns, and 8 flak guard armors.
Whoa.
I want to know how the fuck you plan on getting all that out of the building.
Just
We
drop
got-
it down and give it to Mekov.
Drop it
Mekog's
through
got-
the hole that he created.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I put on one of those flak armors? Or I guess we'll deal with that later.
Yeah, if you want, yeah, you could totally do that. It's a 1 armor.
Can I put it on top of my void suit?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Can I put one of those on without
Yeah, you
affect,
need one.
without affecting?
Are you trained
Anything-
to be able to use light armor?
No.
Then you can, but every hour you take might damage.
Oh really?
You do.
Oh well, then that is not worth that.
Basically, because you don't know how to wear it and you aren't trained to, like, you haven't, like, made and, taught yourself and endured wearing it, it wears on you.
I'm an idiot.
Hmm.
I forgot I have the flaming staff. I could have sent a line of fire down the hallway.
Yeah, you could. Okay, so anyways, so you guys are going to drop that all down to Mekog. I do
Wait.
need... Are you... So...
I want
need-
the ammo.
You just want all the ammo?
Well, I'm picking my stub revolver back up, and I want to... Wait. They're wearing night vision goggles as well, aren't they?
They are.
So
Let's get
that's...
some of those for Bjarn, is that what you're going to say?
Or anybody who needs them.
Yeah.
Nate.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're not.
So they have... It's... What was it in terms of weapons again that they had?
8 auto pistols, 8 auto guns, and 8 flak guard armors.
Wait, then how
Well,
do
you know what? Why don't we just bring everything back to our base and we can deal with this later?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Well, someone needs to record it because I will not remember it.
Okay,
Okay.
so notes. MISC, so
Are you
we
just
got...
going to write it all down?
Yeah, I have a MISC section under my stuff, and I'll just put it here.
Cool.
Just say,
Cool. So
Loops.
8 auto pistols, 8 auto guns, 8 flak armors, and 8 pod and goggles.
8 goggles, it'll be fine.
Beautiful. And then we'll figure out the ammo later. Because I might want one of those little pistols too, since I don't want to be always using my shuriken pistol.
Sure. Plus ammo. And then just put
Okay.
put a plus ammo and we'll figure out an average for that. on what I would
Okay.
assume that they would have carried / used at that point in time.
The only check that I want to make is the fact that you told me to write a stubber down for.
I made a mistake. It's an auto gun, so just
Okay.
knock that. If you're gonna hold
But that'll
on to
be
one of those, just
Part of the 8, right? Yeah.
right. That's one of the 8. So just knock that off if you're gonna be putting that in your
Yeah. I'm just gonna hold on to it since I'm already
to sell
holding it.
list, so to speak.
Was there a leader or something that I can check for ciphers?
There didn't seem to be any kind of leader. They seemed to all be very uniform in their nature.
Okay.
However, I would like you all to roll an investigation check for possible other things you might find on them. Those are the obvious things that like you don't really need to search for.
Is that speed or intelligence?
Speed?
That is speed because it's a sight thing.
Can I
also
spend effort?
Yay!
yes, you absolutely can. Are you guys going to do anything about the lights?
What? Oh.
Oh god. Steven.
I'll roll in that is 20s and 1s. Do I like poke my eye on something because I'm trying to look at it so close? Or
Oh, you're going to poke yourself on something. Don't just you wait though.
Fucker.
I actually
Hey,
had
at
this
least it's
set up as
consistent.
a GM intervention for this, but Steven decided to just give it to me instead.
So now I just lost my XP.
Yeah, instead of someone... It was going to be Cecil or you that was going to do it, because I
Oh,
kind
but
of picked
don't
on
I?
Nate.
Oh no, never mind. That was on that 20.
I picked on Nate, but... Yeah, so anyways, so... Alyson, you in particular, you find that there is another pistol that is a stubber, similar to what Cecil has, the short stubber. However, when you're looking at this one, this seems a lot more ornate in its nature. It seems to be not like a military issue. Like he probably spent like private money to own this weapon.
Okay.
And while it doesn't seem to be anything particularly nice, there is a name engraved in the gun.
Okay.
That
What is it?
name, if I can find it. Where is it? Yes. Yes. Where the fuck is... Where did I put that? Marcus Scott is the name that is engraved into the handle.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Also, because all of you but Steven would notice this, is they have no indications on them. Alyson, you would be particularly more knowledgeable of this. This is something where you would have actually had a free asset from me to notice. Is that they have no markings or indications on who they belong to. Normally, military personnel in some way, shape, or form have some kind of identifier, whether a squad or a branch, or in the case of this world, they should at least have a house or some declaration like Policia or something like that.
Right.
These guys have nothing identifying
great.
them.
Mercs. Yay, Mercs.
And by mercs you mean swag, then yes.
Right. However, when you guys are taking off the armor, on the inside, you notice that there is a particular crest. I would need a intellect check from all of you to identify whose crest this belongs to.
Roll good, because otherwise... Ass!
That's the third GM intrusion I've had today.
I think that's the 4th I've had.
Okay, so I forgot we have to go back to Steven and him having his GM intrusion. So, Maugan, when you are searching the corpses, you were particularly looking for ciphers, and you found one.
And my dagger.
Yeah, well, you got your dagger. Your dagger's fine. You know where to get the dagger. However, you did find a cipher. Unfortunately, you found the cipher as the needle sinks into your skin, and you inject yourself with some kind of brackish brown liquid fluid. You don't know what it is.
And what do I feel?
Pain. And you feel a slight warming, as if your body is immediately trying to resist, or like it's having like an allergic reaction to whatever is, like, ever had like something like sting your hand and your thumb swells up?
Mm-hmm.
It's like that. It's like being stung by like a bee.
Congratulations, you have.
Except for like
Hey.
your whole hand is now swollen.
I want to collect the Cypher so that I can have it like tested.
Okay, so you're gonna grab a hold of the Cypher anyway, and
Yeah.
some way that in case you want to speak to someone. Yes, Zach, your arms up.
Oh no,
in the air.
I was waiting for you to finish
Oh.
talking, and I was gonna interject.
Right. So go ahead. I think
Oh.
I described a so, and you're feeling this actually creep up your skin. Also, it's a little bit dark, but you have the vision. You can see that. Actually, I should ask: is your goggles or your night vision, is it heat sensitive, or is it like what kind of like vision is it? Like, how are you able to discern like someone versus someone else? Or is it like classic like green night vision?
Wait, are you asking me?
Mhm.
Oh,
Since
I'm
you're the one
assuming
that
that I
stuck
just.
yourself.
Yeah. Okay. I am assuming that I just have extra sensitive eyes. Like it would be normal. I would see normally, but it would look brighter.
Okay, sure. Then you can actually see that your veins are like standing out against your skin, particularly more than usual, and they seem to have a darker hue to them as well.
Congratulations, you've got the warp.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something. Okay.
So what were you wanting to say, Zach?
I was gonna say, maybe we should ask Metcog to see if he can figure out how to turn the power on from downstairs.
Oh yeah, because my little Kajigger thing, they still have like probably 55 minutes of power, but
And Metcog can fix things.
anything, yeah.
Okay, so
Good thinking.
so you guys yell down and ask Mekog to, after he's done loading up the supplies into the car, to go and see if he can jerry-rig the generators back on, or at least figure out what's going on with the power supply and fix it. At which point he says, "Right, no problem. That's the best thing I've been told to do all night." And you hear him clambering and moving around downstairs, and you hear a couple people shriek as like he's banging open doors from downstairs. He's like, "Right, don't worry, just here to fix the power. Just a mechanic, just a mechanic."
Is he
And
still
then you hear like a
carrying the stubber?
bedpan, like some kind of metal like bedpan get thrown out. He's like, "Ow! Trying to take care of you, you fucking cunts!" And then like you hear him like swearing off in the distance as he walks away.
Just starts thumping on the generators.
Um,
So, other Cyphers that don't stab me?
Nope. However, you guys also do find, between all of you guys, you all find what would equate to 463 Imperial credits.
Dying. So do we just want to split that 3 ways?
At least as far as
There's a money
parties,
section.
at least as far as parties are concerned, usually the way that I recommend things, depending on how you guys want to do it, is you either always divide evenly, or you just have one person that pulls it, and you guys just kind of go to that
Unless
person
we
like a
get
bank.
separated. Unless we
Well-
get separated.
Yeah, I mean that is the danger of it, is you might be separated.
I think we should split it and each get 154.
Sound good?
I'm
All of
I'm
you
done with that.
separate?
So we each get 154.
There's one left over. We can give that to Bjarn.
Yeah, Bjarn's not here. He doesn't get shit. All right.
Alyson gets it.
But other than
what?
that, you guys don't find anything. It seems to be more like a loot haul versus a cipher haul on this
Okay.
one.
So how much
Okay,
money
that-
did we actually end up giving to each person?
154. You got 154. Actually, no, you got 155 because we're giving you the extra when we divided
Okay.
it.
Good for me.
All right. So, anyways, back to what you guys were doing, the intellect on the crest.
I got an 11.
So
Highest.
yeah. So actually, Cecil and Steven, both of you recognize this one because you had a little bit more interaction. This is the Straub crest.
Oh,
Wait, isn't that the Duke?
Yep.
yes, it is. The nice looking fella.
The nice guy with the really cool World War One or Civil War beard and mustache.
Huh.
Man,
Oh,
Zach's
yeah,
so
not
disappointed. He's like, "Fuck, I
Yeah.
really like that guy." He had mad facial hair.
Yep. Okay.
I mean, somebody could be framing him.
Most people don't frame people by sending dudes to their death.
Yeah, it's unlikely.
All right, so right about the time that you guys finish doing all of this, you hear a sudden like kind of like subtle hum, like that like hum that you don't ever really hear. It's kind of like that white noise hum, as the power finally kicks on, and the lights turn on, and everything seems to go back. At that point, you guys are able to actually see the entire, area as it normally would. Blood coating the walls, bullet holes everywhere from the fights. The floor is fucking got massive amounts of fucking holes everywhere from Mechog trying to shoot through the ceiling everywhere. You guys, I mean, this looks like this hospital, which is supposed to be a place of like health and taking care of people, is an absolute war zone at this point. And right about that point in time, when the lights finally come back on, you hear thumping of boots running up the stairs nearby you guys. I'm assuming that you guys are kind of in the lobby for this description, because that's where most of the corpses were. And busting through the doors seems to be another retinue of soldiers with their guns trained on all of you guys. Probably about 4 or 5 of them in the immediate vicinity that you can see. However, they seem to be wearing openly obvious crests and colors.
Are we still holding our weapons, or have we like put our weapons away?
I'm assuming that because you're rifling through and looting shit, that probably your hands are empty, but your weapons are right next to you guys.
Okay.
I have my
will,
stuff holstered currently.
Yeah, I mean,
was
it's
just
an
gonna-
immediate action to just whip your guns back out.
No, I'm gonna put my hands like up and out
Okay.
and say, we've already taken care of the people that you guys were here to stop. I'm assuming they'll take us into custody and stuff, but
One of them that steps forward, he seems to be a little bit more armored. He actually has like full like plasteel kind of like armor, like plating, basically the best that you can get as an Imperial Guard type character in the Warhammer 4K universe. Steps forward, he's got a beret tilted sideways with a crest on the front of it, and he says, "You four," and I'm including Bjarn in this. He says, "Identify yourselves. If you deem yourselves friendly and unhostile."
can we just have Bjarn step forward and show him the rogue trader
Rick?
credentials? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So Bjarn steps forward and he says, "Actually, we're rogue traders, and we were acting out of self-defense." And he holds out his rogue trader writ. And he says, "And these soldiers were attacking the hospital, and viewing ourselves in immediate danger, we took it upon ourselves to protect the remaining staff
Survivors
and
of the
the remaining staff and civilian populace, to protect them and ourselves, and that is what you see around us. Unfortunately, we were not able to save more souls in the Emperor's name." At which point the guy looks at it, and he looks over and he hands it to like one of his other personnel. He's too good to run quality check your certifications per se, and he looks and he goes, "Since when do Eldar run with rogue traders?"
Since when do hospitals get attacked?
Do you say that out loud?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
You're not wrong.
He kind of like frowns at you and he goes, "Fair. This is odd, especially concerning that today is still the coronation of the lady, recoronation of the lady. And he looks around and goes, and these are more than just some rebels that we have to deal with. And then he goes, so back to my question. Since when do Eldar run with rogue traders?
I will say that unless he has an inquisitorial seal, it's none of his business what a rogue trader does or who he travels with.
Damn. Probably about that point, you hear from like the hole in the ground or the holes in the ground. You hear, "Right, you fucking gits, get off of me! I'll kill every bloody one of you."
You might want to leave him alone.
Yeah,
you
I'll
hear,
say
you hear him.
I would recommend you don't ask him the same question.
You see him immediately like grab a comm, like he's got like one of those like earpiece like boxes, and he goes, "What's the situation down there?" And you hear like a person scream from downstairs,
Oh, no.
and then you hear Mecha go, "I warned you."
If you could excuse me for a second. Meghog, stop hurting people for a moment, please.
They're good guys.
Yeah, and
These are the good guys.
probably Bjarn like yells something similar downstairs, and he's like, but boss, they started it.
Put the man down.
Please don't kill me, buddy.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
Too late.
Fuck.
God dang it, Meghog.
He's like, if it's any consolation, I only killed 2.
We only killed 2 of them. Alright. I guess that's why you don't bring Mechog everywhere, as effective as he is.
Yep.
It is the disadvantage of having Mechog as an NPC.
How does the leader react to...
He quickly
That
looks
news.
over at that guy that he handed the writ to, and he's like, tell me that doesn't check out so I can kill every one of these fucks. And the guy kind of like looks up and he like looks at, he's like, I'm sorry, sir, but this checks out. And he goes, right. Tell whatever that thing is down there that he needs to stand down, otherwise this writ will act in self-defense in the Emperor's name.
Well, Meghog should be standing down, because isn't that what we already asked him to do?
Yeah,
Bjarn,
he's basically like probably you can't see him because no one's like actually like spent the time to go and look, but for the most part he's probably like at the point of ready to kill another 2 or 3 people, and he's just waiting for the word. So yeah, so you tell him to fully stand down.
Maybe we should tell him to wait in the car.
Is that what
Somebody
you guys
crashed through the
wait in the
building?
car?
Yeah.
Wait, Meghog, wait in the car. Wait, isn't the car in the lobby?
Yes.
Yes.
It still works. It still works.
Yes. Right. Well, I'll be in the car. And he sounds kind of like slightly like disappointed / defeated as he doesn't get to like go ham on another set of humies.
Whatever
So-
shall he do?
Yeah, whatever shall he do. So, at this point, I'm gonna say I think it's kind of important. Can you guys roll me another int check to discern the crest that the lieutenant and his men are wearing?
Mine will eventually make it in, I think.
I'm assuming it says.
Hey!
You figured it out.
Yeah, you guys
Heyo.
all figure this out. This most definitely is. They're wearing the crest of Duchess Carrie Calamere, the one that originally gave you the servitor, drove you around, told you to go here, stuff like
okay.
that. In some way, shape, or form, probably. And this is something that probably, Alyson, you figure out because of your high rule. This hospital is probably privately owned by the Duchess herself. And that's why these soldiers versus like the normal staff, normal police showed up, because these are actual like private sector security. That's why these guys are like actually outfitted so well and wearing house colors and stuff like that. So that's what Nate gathers. You all get that it's Calamir, but
Yeah.
Alyson figures out that there's no reason for Calamir's soldiers to show up at a hospital versus normal police. It's not normal procedure, and that therefore this in some way, shape, or form has to have Calamir has to have an investment in this location.
Okay, so do they need anything else from us?
So you guys basically be like, can we go? Like, we did our thing. Yeah,
We out.
we out.
Well, I wanted to talk to that doctor about figuring out what I got stabbed with.
Okay.
I just want to give him that vial and be like, hey, like I got fucking stabbed with something. Figure out what stabbed me. I'll be back.
Okay, so you guys go back to where Dr. Dobesh is in his lab, and
Well, he's
what
the specialist, right?
yeah, in molecular biology, yeah. So this is definitely kind of right up his alley.
Yeah, I just want to ask him if he will take on the puzzle and try and figure out what is coursing through my veins right now.
He goes, He takes a look and he goes, very interesting. That syringe doesn't, I mean, at least from its viscosity and color, seems like a bad omen per se. However, I would have to run tests. Eldar, Sir, person. If you want, I'd be happy to.
Yeah, I'll give him the ship's Vox codes and say, run your tests. It should be a priority. You would rather I was your friend.
Right. And he goes, I'll let you know as soon as I find out anything.
That's all I need to say to him. I want to give him a menacing glare and we'll leave.
Okay. So you guys begin to head out. Right before, like, probably, like, as you're beginning to walk through you get down to, like, the lobby. At this point, you get to survey the wreckage of Mechog in its entirety. Mechog is just sitting in the car, pouting as much as, like, an orc can with his giant lips and his tusks and stuff. Like, yeah, he's totally pouting like a 2-year-old in timeout, like, sitting there. There's two, like trisected soldiers from the Calamir soldiery or military from like what seems like his power claw in some way, shape, or form. Like one just like is completely like cut in half. You've seen this before when he cut that one dude in half outside in the road. The other one's just like his entire body looks like he got like snapped. Like Mecca like grabbed a hold of him and twisted him like wringing a chicken's neck. His feet are facing a different direction than his torso, kind of thing. And Mechog's just sitting there, and he's holding the wheel with like his one like good hand. The entire hand like kind of encompasses like the entire top half of the wheel, and he's sitting there. He's like, right, well,
Where's the car parked?
in the lobby.
Okay, just needed to make sure that he was still in the lobby with the car.
Yeah, you actually see that the front windshield is missing at this point. And there's like the windshield is actually like kind of like on the floor like a few feet away. It's got a giant hole in it. It's pretty safe to assume that Mechog probably when he crashed through the building and he hit the pillar that the car is currently like parked up against, that it flew him out of the window, and that's why there's this missing windshield in the way with a hole.
Oh, Mechog. Oh, Mechog.
He's also pretty like this is probably the worst that you've ever seen Mechog as far as like looks are concerned. Like he's bleeding like all over the place. A lot of the metal mechanics on him are bent and dinged and damaged. But overall, I mean, Mechog doesn't seem to be complaining, and he's got enough mirth in him to bitch and moan, so he can't be too bad off as far as that goes. But right about the time that you guys all fit yourselves back into the car, because now you're actually trying to fit enough people that would be normal for normal-sized human beings, ignoring the fact that you have like a 7-foot Eldar and like an almost 7-foot orc that's like the width of the entire back seat into this car. You're kind of doing like the clown car situation at this point.
I mean,
for you
I have
guys.
that time dilation cipher, so I could just run, right? Like run alongside the car.
For the most part, I mean, you'd probably be a little bit slower if you were going like back to the ship, but yeah. At which point the like you probably all get in there, and like you suddenly see who's sitting behind Mekog.
Who's sitting? Is anybody sitting next to Mekog? Is the better question.
One of you has to be next to Mekog, squished against the window.
That will be me.
Sure.
Okay.
So I'd have to be sitting behind you because I'm so tall.
Okay, so yeah, so right next to you on the window, you see the lieutenant like knock on the window real quick. And as you go to like hit the button for the window, you realize that button no longer works. And
Surprised
Mekog,
Mekog didn't convert it to like a boost button or something.
yeah, right, flings you out of the vehicle.
Yeah.
So anyway, so you realize that probably due to the damage to the car and stuff that window doesn't work. So you open it up a little bit, and the lieutenant says, "Sorry to disturb you, traders. However, the Duchess Calamir has specifically asked for your presence in her throne room. She would like to reward you all for your service in protecting her assets of the hospital."
Maybe her reward could be a base for us so we can sleep because we're all fucked up. Let's go.
I'm cool with that.
He says that's not of my ability to give. However, considering that she wants to speak to you in person, I'm sure that you could negotiate that with her yourselves.
Let's get her to give us a casino.
I want my own casino.
We'll just be casino bosses for the next 6 months.
Mob
Mekog can
bosses.
break people's legs.
Mekog the bouncer
I feel like
throws
he could-
slot machines at people.
Oh, God.
Our casino will go out of business very quickly.
Cha-ching.
All right, so you guys agree to go to the Calamir estate?
Yeah.
I'm gonna. How long is the drive?
An hour?
Sweet. Alright, I'm gonna take my rest.
Hour and a half, something like that. So you get 4 points back, distributed in any way, shape, or form that you wish.
They have to go on my might because I'm losing it. I'm 0 at might, right?
Right, but you could do like 1 in might and then like the
Oh,
other
okay.
3 in somewhere else if you wanted, just so you can get out of the,
Yeah, we do that too. I'm gonna rest for an hour.
Okay.
Did
Fine.
you use your? No, you only have to rest for 1 action because
that's
you were completely. So now your
Yeah,
next.
you
rest
go
will
from
be
the
10
bottom
minutes.
up. So if you wanted, you could
That's
do
right,
up to
yeah.
3 full heals because you have
I
the
don't-
action, the 10-minute, and the hour.
Yeah, so I recovered 5, right? Yeah.
That would be for the 1 action.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right. So now you just put that marker on the 10 minutes. So now that you know that the next one's going to take 10 minutes to get another another heal roll.
Got it.
So headed to the Calamir estate, right? Thumbs up.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So you guys start to back out of the hospital with Mekog driving, and he kind of looks over and he goes, "Right. I know we're
Can I ask
going."
for a potential retcon?
Sure.
Could we maybe have him go back to the ship in his jalopy, and we could get a different ride to her estate?
Sure. Now
Is
that you
everybody
have
else
this
okay
new
with that?
information, maybe you want Mekog to go there and you guys to get a taxi or something.
Yeah, do we want him with us? I mean, if you guys want the backup and the escape vehicle, I'm fine with it, but I don't think we have anything to worry about at the Duchess's.
Yeah, why don't we send the car back?
We don't have to. I don't want Mekog to start killing people in her garden or something.
I gotcha.
Start trimming
I
her
gotcha.
roses with his power claw.
Yeah.
I just suddenly had the image of an orc walking through like a pristine rose garden of like the Baroque era, cutting all the trees with a power claw. I was super happy with
As
that
much
image.
as I'm sure we enjoy the view of your legs, Zach, what are you doing?
My flippin' camera keeps falling off my monitor. I don't
He
know
was
what's
trying
going
to seduce you.
Yeah.
I was just sitting there with it propped up on my desk. Just like, okay,
Yeah, but it perfectly zoomed in on like just your thigh while you.
I don't know what's going on.
He was trying to show you the bulge down his pant
Yeah.
leg.
All right, so we are sending Mechog back to offload all our goodies at the ship, and I'm sure continue to do.
Work on the car.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys, you hail a taxi Uber
Could we have
type
back
service.
with the military dudes?
Wait.
Huh?
Did the Mercs leave a car nearby that we could jack?
Why don't we just go with them?
The military
Because
guys?
Because I
really
steal a car.
want to steal a car. It's not technically stealing, is it?
Then I would like you to roll a speed investigation type check to see if you can locate the militants' vehicles.
I got a 16.
That is a damn good roll. Steven rolls a nat 20 because fuck
I
me.
found it.
Well, that's only rolls as 20s and 1s.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, so you guys, Steven,
Fail.
you don't even need to roll out Alyson at the point that Steven rolls a nat 20. So yeah, you guys totally find like one of those like Brinks armored vehicle type kind of things that they hold, like the SWAT armored cars that like these military guys probably like piled into and like stormed out like to siege this building. You find one of those in the immediate vicinity. It was actually like around a corner, like a half block away kind of thing.
I
But
smelled it out.
but like you just had this like intuition about like kind of like where to go, and it took you a little bit, but you totally find this thing. This would have been the perfect vehicle for Mechog to be in if he wasn't driving. Like to throw him
Yeah.
in the back would have been perfect. But that's something to keep in mind
Maybe
for
we'll-
next time.
Yeah, we'll try and keep a hold of this, and he can start modifying it.
Right. Also, because you guys not only found that, you also found a series of equipment that was not used in the vehicle.
yes.
So you guys add this to your list, Zach. Add
Good
an
idea.
additional 2 of all of those weaponry.
So you have 10 now.
2 of... sorry, 1 second.
So the 2 to the auto pistol, 2 to the auto gun, 2 to the flak armor,
Okay.
And the
goggles?
goggles.
and then also you all find close range Vox communicators.
Yes.
There are 4 of those.
Okay.
So, do you want to write down the extra one, Zach, and we'll give it to Bjarn, or next time?
yeah. Woot.
Are these like comm beads, John? Like they
Yes.
kind of slot, or do we have to take them out and use them?
These are comm beads. These are the ones that like that go in your ear and you can communicate without having to like hold anything.
Fantastic.
You'd still have to like hit the button on the side to like tell it, to like relay that you're transmitting. But
Oh, okay, so it's not like voice activated or something.
yeah, these are not. But
So
like
it's not as badass as a Space Marine one.
right, not as those are expensive. Like you don't get those. You get the classic like walkie-talkie headset kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
You got to click a button in some way, shape, or fashion. But they
I'm
are
a-
hands-free.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, better than nothing.
Yeah, better than 0. All right, so
So-
you guys just seriously made bank, especially if you can sell the vehicle.
I'm driving the car.
Do you have vehicle driving?
Do you have vehicle driving?
I do.
Oh, fine. You
It
can
was
drive
your
it.
idea, though.
Well, technically, any of you can drive a vehicle. However, if you enter combat situations while in the vehicle, that's where it really matters. It's assumed that all of you have the ability to have a license. It's just, can you do Jason Bourne type shit in a car? That's where
Oh,
vehicle
well then-
driving, like Mechog's type shit, where he's like busting through like fucking like windows and like that's where his vehicle driving came into like the situation and that kind of thing. So, I mean, it's really up to you guys, but I just wanted to clarify that for future reference.
So, like, if
vehicle
I had been driving instead of the servitor, it would have been an asset to me to avoid the rocket.
yeah, you could have dodged the rocket and you
Okay.
would have had an asset to it because you know how to handle the vehicle better, kind of thing.
Well, I guess I should stop sitting shotgun then.
But that also means
Or-
like Steven, like if you like were piloting a tank or
Mhm.
like a Humvee, also benefit,
Okay.
to your driving.
Okay, well, I'll ride shotgun. Steven can drive.
I mean, it was you're fine. So if you want to drive, but
Whatever. It doesn't matter. We're going. We're going.
all right, cool.
All right, Maugan, it's a little bit of a tight fit. These cars were built for humans, not of any
Except
Xenoist
for-
nature.
Yeah.
However, while cramped, you're still able to position yourself in it fairly well. You've accustomed yourself to this kind of. The mechanics are very similar to what the Eldar use, at least in a more primitive nature. And you guys head off to the estate. Luckily for you guys, there's probably a GPS in this, which will show you kind of where to go to take yourselves there. And you arrive at the state, at which point you come up to those really like ornate gates that and some soldiers standing there, and they look in and they immediately see an Eldar and kind of like jerk back a little bit because Eldar are a little bit odd in this area, and he goes, "Is there a Bjarn with you, gents?" At which point,
Yes.
Bjarn kind of leans forward and he goes, "That's me."
No. At which point, the servo skull then proceeds to announce his entrance.
True. Announcing the great and magnificent Bjarn. Blah, 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 blah. And he goes, right. And he reaches in back through like his guardhouse window and hits a button. And the gates open, leading you into, not like the classic, like beautiful, like green estate that normally exists. There's definitely like an attempt to at least make it look as nice as it can be in a industrial city complex type location. This is a little bit more, the entire time that you guys have been doing things, you've really only stayed, like you went inland a little bit, and then basically everything else has been back outward. The Calamir estate is towards the rim of the city as a whole, for where you're going. And so there is occasionally trees, which is very unique for the area. You guys haven't actually seen foliage of any sort in a pretty long time. So you finally get to see a little bit of that, and finally you reach up to the Calamir estate, which is your classic mansion-y type thing. And a number of staff come out and open all the doors of your armored vehicle for you guys, assuming that Steven's character unlocks the doors because it is an armored vehicle.
I suppose I would.
Okay. So yeah, so right before they, maybe like a couple of them try to open the door prior, thinking that the doors are going to be open, but they're not. So like it just like click, 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 and then finally you hit the door. You all exit and you run into a butler, and he's like, "Yes, well, I see that you're all here. So if you would please follow me, the Duchess Calamir is waiting for you in the main chamber."
I guess we just follow him, right?
After you, good sir.
Yeah.
All right, so you all come in, and he leads you through a slight winding of rooms and passages. You're able to see that probably this estate could buy a couple of Bjarn ships at a minimum in just the furniture alone kind of quality.
So you're saying we need to steal the furniture? I mean, what?
Yeah, right. At which point, finally, you are led to a great doors, and he's like, "If you would please wait here, I will announce your presence." At which point Bjarn goes, No, I got this," and like sends the servitor forward, and he says, "Just open the door. The servitor's got this." At which point, like the guy opens the door, the servitor slips through, and you hear for the next like 3 or 4 minutes the announcement of the servitor announcing the presence of Bjarn. Surprisingly, forgetting the other 3 of you and your exploits as well, probably because...
No. It's been fine. That was intentional.
Yeah. And at which point you all filter in. Once you enter, you see that this is very much almost like a throne room. There's a reason that they called it a throne room earlier. Long red carpet out to a daised chair where you see the Lady Calamir sitting. She has a number of female escort type Pete, whatever you call them, I don't know, ladies in waiting per se kind of thing around with her in various chairs. They seem to all be kind of like sitting there talking, and you guys all approach down this long red carpet towards the Lady Calamir. At a certain point, the butler that has been walking behind the snobby one goes, "Here is close enough," as he like indicates approximately like 25 feet in front of Lady Calamir.
Does she say anything?
She just sits there and is kind of like judging you guys as you're striding in. If you want, since that kind of gives me an indication that you're looking for something, would you like to roll a perception check to discern her attitude or mood or things like that?
That is speed?
If you're looking to discern her attitude, that is going to be more like an empathy intelligence check. If you're looking to see particular things on her, like visual aspects.
Okay, I have empathy.
Okay, so your difficulty is increased by 1.
Yes.
So
I'm not
that's a
empathetic.
3.
Mm-hmm.
You doing any of that, Zach? Or are you skipping that?
I'm gonna skip that bit.
Don't feel that that's interesting for Cecil.
Nope.
Okay, no problem.
He's just gonna roll with whatever happens.
Awesome. Perfect. Good role playing. So you're able to catch a little bit that human facial expression is a little bit difficult still for you, Maugan. And especially because this is one of the higher court personnel, this isn't easy. And
Yeah, she's good at hiding her emotions.
yeah, she's good. However, at one point, as she sees you walking, she kind of does like this, like kind of like nose brush thing, like where she's like brushing her upper lip as you guys are approaching, and you catch just slightly a slight like quirk of the face, like she finds this entertaining.
Okay.
But that's the best that you can really discern of her attitude is that at least as far as you guys entering, she finds this funny.
Sup?
So probably Bjarn would kind of take a little bit of a lead on this. So I'll say that he kind of does the whole like, you asked for our presence, Duchess. We are here. What can we be of any service to you? Phrasing it as a question. At which point she kind of quirks. You see that same kind of like quirk to the corner of the mouth, Stephen, and she goes, "Yes. I was not expecting us to meet again so soon. However, I've heard that you already have the 4 of you, or should I say 5 of you, have already assisted me greatly in the protection of one of my holdings." This is where I'm going to let Bjarn pretend that he's an NPC, and I'm not going to say anything for Bjarn anymore. Otherwise, this gets really boring really quick.
Yeah. Well, in all honesty, it was a little bit of a. Wait, what did she say again? Sorry, I'm derping.
She said that she didn't expect to see you so soon, but that basically here you guys are, and thanks for taking care of one of her assets.
If by assets you mean the hospital, it's. I don't know. I'm derping really hard on what to say right now. My stuff's coming back to me.
I guess I could say it was not our choice to get involved in your royal squabblings.
At that point, she seems slightly taken aback, and she goes, "Royal squabblings?" And she's like, "What do you mean by that?" I'm sorry. What do I call you? Do I refer to your race or your name? I'm not sure of the proper political niceties for Eldar.
I don't know how I want to reply. I don't know how hostile I want to be. So, um,
I phrased it so that he'd have to choose.
yeah. I don't believe you need to refer to me at all.
Right. Well, that shouldn't be too hard.
Ooh.
And then she like turns and she goes, "What an odd group you have here. We an Eldar, supposedly an orc, which I don't see with you, but I've heard a whole lot about. And I had to pay some insurance policies on apparently, and a battle sister." And she stares really intently, specifically at you, Alyson, and she goes, "Battle sisters tend to stay in the inner galactic network. What brings you out here? I'm very interested."
Because I'm a badass. I don't know how to respond to this question. I did not decide this one.
Okay.
Why are you with the party?
You
make the
missed
world
it
a
because
better
literally
place.
his fucking character sheet says, "Because I'm a badass," capital, because I'm a fucking badass, because I'm a bad space ass. Like, his fucking entire character sheet's filled with it.
I have a question.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Nate, your order of battle sisters. Most battle sisters, like John said, are way closer to like Earth. So, is there an order of battle sisters like close to us, or are you a year-long space journey from any of your compatriots?
I'm
So
I'm gonna say there's a
uh,
division.
Can I
of
help you
normal
with this,
battle
Nate?
systems.
Because I think
Yeah,
we
go
talked
for
about
it.
this before. Did we not discuss that to be a full-fledged battle sister within your order, that they had to serve in the dangers of the Kronos expanse, which is closest to the warp, to learn?
Yeah, I think we had something like that. Yeah.
Like because the Kronos is known for its issues.
Wildness.
It's wildness.
Yeah.
Prove
and
you're
that-
not gonna die in 2.2 seconds flat.
Right, but also because it teaches and trains you guys what to look for in the protection of the Emperor, was kind of what I thought it was. And so basically it's like a trial by combat, but also a growing intellectually of the dangers that present itself to the Empire. And so you're on your quote-unquote like military sabbatical out to the Kronos.
I'm all for this because that's a lot for my brain to remember from a universe I know nothing about.
Okay. So that's the answer, because
But that's
Works for
yeah.
me.
the DM knows more about your character than just I'm a badass.
That's about all I need to know.
Yep. That's what
I
I'm
got a
here
chain
for.
sword and I fucked up a lot of people today, so
Yeah.
I'm
Um,
just saying.
Yeah, don't forget
Yeah,
your
but Zach
chainsword
locked the dude
uses
up and
power.
punched him to death.
I know. I've been marking it off.
All right, so you kind of explain like the lightness, brief words, that you are on a military coming of age, so to speak, concept within your brand, your sect of the Battle Sisters. And she kind of like, you see that she's really intent, particularly with what you're saying, and she's like, how interesting. She's like, I've never met a battle sister that had that dedication before. She goes, I commend you in the Emperor's name. Thank you very much. At which
Okay.
point, and she, fuck, totally threw me off. At which point she goes, oh my, I've been so rude. I didn't realize that you all are injured. I'd be more than happy. I'd say that you could go to the hospital. However, considering that you already came there and the situation is not the best, I would be more than happy to make available to you my personal staff to assist you with your injuries.
Deal.
That would be much appreciated.
Considering
But-
dead as disco over here.
Who, me or you?
You.
Oh yeah.
I'm missing
Yeah,
2 points.
yeah, I'm down 22.
Okay. So she goes, very well. I think that should be the most important thing. Your health is most
most important, especially considering that you've aided the House Calamir so much. How about you all go about your enjoying the luxuries in its entirety of the house, and
Yeah, I
only
had
after
something
you
to say.
recover, I'd be happy to reconvene with you all.
Can I speak before that little thing?
Sure.
Nope.
I want to say I don't think that your men have the knowledge to aid me. Could we perhaps? I'm asking for a base. Could we perhaps have quarters off of these grounds? Like I don't want to be chilling on her pad. Could you? I'm fumblingly trying to be diplomatic because I want something from her, but I'm really shitty at diplomacy. So in your vast holdings, could you spare us some quarters? You know what I mean? Like give me some medical supplies and a place to chill out because you guys don't know how to help an Eldar.
She kind of purses her lips in a little bit more of like a thinking gesture. She goes, "Yes, I do see how this would be quite an issue. You are right. My staff is not as knowledgeable of Xenos biology as that is often heretical for nations such as ours. I would be happy to supply you all with a location. However, if you would like, I would be still more than happy to send my doctors as well as supplies to that location to benefit you all, and then when you all are ready, we can reconvene at my hall, and we can discuss this further."
We got a base.
That would
It would-
suffice.
It would be greatly appreciated.
Okay. So, she quickly gets one of her aides and motions him over, and she is able to find. It's not the best of bases, but basically it's like a penthouse kind of suite in the inner city district that she is able to make available to you all, and the aide gives you directions for that location and says that shortly after, a number of the medical staff will show up at that location and assist in either supplying the Eldar or specifically looking after the number of the others of you all, and aiding in their healing process. Good?
Yep.
Okay. So you guys all go to the penthouse area. You go up to the 72nd floor.
Ooh.
Jesus.
It's
Well,
a
wait,
hive
and this
city.
isn't higher worse in this?
Yeah.
So like we're doing pretty good. Like if you're on the 200th floor,
Oh
you're
yeah,
four,
that is right.
72nd
I
middle
rescind
class.
that. You go to the 3rd floor.
Damn. Okay.
There we go.
I was thinking normal human world mathematics
Yeah.
on
We're yeah.
that. So yeah, you're because like you have like the lobby, so that doesn't really work, and then you have like the next
Like the
area,
really rich.
like this is one of her off holdings. Like this isn't her primary like estate
Mhm.
holding, so you don't get the 2nd floor, but you got the 3rd. She is one of the strongest houses currently. So yeah, you get the 3rd floor. At which point, after immediately acclimating yourselves, and this is like your classic like super penthouse suite. I mean, hot tubs and the whole 9 yards. Like this is this is pretty much like a vacation house versus like a base of operations for military action, kind of thing.
Wait, there's a difference?
Depends on how you want to look at it, but that's how that is. But shortly after, you hear a knock on the door, and you see outside of the door probably 6 or 7 different white lab coat personnel, all doctors. Some of them actually Mechanicus Adeptus in nature, who seem to have focused on healing and human body stuff. Probably they're more used to like augmenting human beings with like robo limbs and stuff, but they're here nonetheless. And they all scurry in and begin assisting you all. So all of you
I need, including Steven, because they're going to try to assist you no matter what, even though you're Xenos, because that's what they're told to do. They're trying to help you. Who's taking their assistance and who's resisting? I know Steven you're resisting because you don't want people touching your body.
I'm taking assistance.
They can try. I just don't think they'll be able to really do
Well,
anything.
it's basically I'm trying to discern the mood. I need to know like how you guys are. You guys are you politely declining them? Are you accepting them? Like,
I'm kind of trying to be polite, but that for me that's still pretty rude.
okay. Zach, you're full on taking the medical assistance?
Yep,
Yeah,
I'll take whatever I can.
should we perhaps get Mekhog over here since he's also injured?
I think Hill can heal himself
He's
up,
off
right?
at the ship.
I know, I was gonna say we could just like detour, but whatever. I don't care.
Right.
I was just saying.
Trust me, as a DM, I'll let you know Mekhog's just fine.
Okay.
That's how Mekhog works. He's a little banged up, but he'll be fine. Alright, so because of that, I need a perception check from all of you. And this is just basically to understand what's going on, because they're going to be sticking fluids. Because they're going to be sticking fluids in you and, giving you bandages, telling you to eat things, like all that kind of stuff.
Plus 4 damage to the mechanics adept.
So that's intellect? Or no, speed.
Speed.
Never mind. Yay, I'm not the stupidest, but close.
Okay. So, Cecil and Alyson, while you guys are very adept at noticing what's going on, just the sheer amount of like people working around, lifting your limbs, prodding, wrapping things, sticking you with fluids, with needles with fluids in them, it's a little confusing. You guys are both back up to full though by the end of this.
Oh, good.
This mechanical thing. Steven, I'm going to fuck with you a little bit with this. I want to do a GM intervention on you. And I'm going to GM intervention you to re-roll that 20.
Ooh.
Damn, okay. I hope the 20
Watch him
again.
roll another 20.
16.
Really good job. Okay, so they're trying to assist you, and you're kind of like politely like telling people.
Oh wait,
like,
I want to give my extra XP to Cecil.
Okay, so Cecil, you get an additional XP. Steven, you get one for the GM intervention.
Yeah.
So things are a little bit chaotic. You particularly have like this one doctor and like these 2 nurses that seem to be assisting him, and like they just will not fucking let you be yourself. Like they insist. Particularly, you can probably tell that because you're Xenos, they're super fucking interested in figuring out your biology. But like, they just will not leave you the fuck alone. And you're able to keep track of everything and stop them from doing a lot of things. And actually, one of them that you stop them from doing would probably hurt your biology.
Okay, but it wasn't malice. They just didn't really know what they were doing.
They just don't know what the fuck they're doing. However, at a certain point, you particularly you see this one nurse walk up with a needle, and she goes to stick you, and you stop her, and then as you're doing that, dealing with that, another nurse sticks you with a different needle into your thigh when you weren't paying attention, and you feel good. It actually helps you. So you're gonna shoot up to get it. So basically, do me a healing roll.
I don't know how to do that.
Just do a normal recovery roll.
Oh, okay.
So you get an immediate +4 from the shot that they give you.
Okay.
But it kind of shocks you because all of a sudden you feel this syringe stick into your thigh, which you weren't really ready for. But overall, you kind of are able to weigh up. That's really the only odd thing that really comes off of this entire thing is that they did get to stick you with one needle of God knows what the fuck. But you felt good after it, so that's not a bad thing.
Okay.
And the rest you're able to you're no, just give me bandages, leave all your chemicals and concoctions. I'll be able to discern it. You do the classic I know better about my biology than you. Stop fucking poking me and sticking try to stick things in my ass. kind of.
I
Like,
did want to ask the Mechanicus Adept to take a blood sample and see if he could determine what the cipher that's in me is.
to give it to like the lab to Doctor whatever maybe.
Yeah, or he
Dr.
can do his own investigation.
Gobesh?
Yeah, but they both work for the same lady ultimately, so.
Okay, so probably you motion over one of the Adeptus Mechanicus and you hear his "Can I help you?" Kind of thing. At which point
Yeah.
you explain the situation and that you were stuck with an unknown chemical and you want a blood sample and he's like, "Absolutely, I would be more than happy to take care of that for you." And he one of the arms like snakes forward, one of the Dr. Ock arms that he has, and it's got a syringe on it, and he says, "Please hold out your arm." At which point you see it like quickly like push all of the air out of it and then stick it into your arm and begin to pull liquid from you. Have you seen you've seen your blood? How combat oriented? Like how familiar are you with your blood? I guess is what
I mean,
it is.
I'm 350 years old.
Like, have you
So
been in combat a lot? Like, I mean, like
Yeah. Every Eldar is.
because you see it in an isolated form within his vial, it does not look normal to you.
Ooh.
It's got like a tinge of green that should not exist in it.
Ooh. Okay.
However, he was pulling directly near, like he pulled from the same arm that you had stuck your hand with. So maybe it's because of that, but it's not a good color. Like that's not normal Eldar tinge per se.
Okay.
And that's probably like blatantly apparent to like everyone in the room. Like probably one of the nurses, the one that like stuck you in the thigh with the needle earlier, she goes, "Oh, that looks most dreadfully unhealthy." Like probably because like she's not expecting like Eldar blood to be that color in the first place, let alone like she's expecting like red blood, and then like on top of that it's got like a green tinge to it, kind of thing. So yeah.
Do I get any other healing or just those 4?
The rest of the healing, I'll let you do healing with the supplies. Give me an additional 2 more rolls because you're kind of having to do this on your own.
8.
So an additional 8 for free with the medical supplies that's available to you. And this is separate from everything else. This is ignoring you guys taking an extended rest, resetting your health meter, or resetting your healing meter, blah 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 blah. This is just the medical supplies doing its thing. You guys are getting top-notch medical supplies and medical assistance in this endeavor.
Sweet.
So, I would like to pilfer some medical supplies when they're not looking.
You can go ahead, but they're actually leaving most of the supplies here.
Oh, well then I guess I'm not going to worry about it then.
That was part of like the whole base of operations thing. Like you guys gotta want your own place. Like
Yeah.
they brought extra stuff just so that you guys would have things here for whatever you're doing. So,
Awesome.
Not really something you need to do. I'll give you that free pilfering because it's gonna happen anyway. Okay. So, you guys... Steven, how close are you to full?
I'm still pretty fucked up. I need 2, 7, 10 more until I'm full.
Can you roll for me until you hit that max? Just so I can figure out time. That's 9. There.
3.
So you guys probably spend about a day in your newfound base, setting it up how you want, which we will discuss later. Like, do you want to actually like barricade doors and weird shit like that, like kind of thing? Which I'd prefer Bjarn to be there, considering he's like your mechanical computer tech savvy guy. So he'd probably want to do something. Probably Mekog drops by in the next day, just to check in with Bjarn, since that's his boss, and he kind of goes and drive and leaves again back to the ship to check in on it, since that's kind of his baby. But after the day, so this is the 3rd day per se, you guys are after you guys are fully healed, one of the servants drops by of Lady Calamir and says, the Lady Calamir, if you are fully healed, has requested your assistance again in her chambers. Her
Oh,
throne
very
room.
well. Very well. I guess we should not keep her waiting.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm down.
Uh,
Are we still in our stolen armored van?
you still have your armored stolen van.
Yeah.
Until further notice, you guys are driving around in an armored stolen van.
It's not stolen.
It's borrowed.
Confiscated.
It's equally as liberated as the gun that I'm carrying on my back.
Right. At which point you guys arrive at the Calamir estate, and you basically were going to kind of like fast forward all the way to where you're standing in her chamber, her throne room area. At which point she looks upon you all and she goes, "Well, you guys look much better than I would than you did last time. So, what originally I was wanting to do was to reward you all for your endeavor in assisting me, and to see if there was any assistance that House Calamir could provide to the three of you, or four, since technically Bjarn's there. So, I guess the first thing that I should do is a light thanks. And she motions to a guy, at which point he walks out with 4,000 credits and hands them to you guys. So this is specifically as including Bjarn, so 1,000 to each of you. And let me add Bjarn to that.
How much does it cost to buy a small ship?
Millions.
Darn it.
Yeah, we're not even close. I am 1155.
And she goes, and in addition to this, you are welcome to maintain your current location of residence during your stay. And she kind of quirks a little bit of a smile. She goes, try not to make sure that there's too many bullet holes when you all leave.
We'll do what we can, but we don't promise anything.
She's like, understood.
How much would it cost to buy a boarding torpedo?
Boarding torpedo?
Yeah, that we could fire out of our ship with like me and Alyson in it. I just
A
need
mil?
a ballpark. Ooh, okay.
Wow.
Never mind.
We're,
I was thinking we could get one for like 20 grand and use that to steal a ship.
Nah, that's about $1 million. Or something like that.
Okay.
Save up for it. When you guys get bigger, you can totally buy one.
I'm totally planning on it.
That would be
okay.
something to request of the Inquisitor next time you see her if you succeed in your mission.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got so I'd like to ask her something along the lines of, is this all for protecting the hospital?
Absolutely, and I have to say it was, while there was significant damage, things could have been significantly worse. You even protected some of my most valuable staff, including Dr. Dovesh.
I do have a question about the briefcase that was in the car we were traveling in, though.
Mm.
She kind of looks at you like inquisitive, like what briefcase?
The one that was put in the car that took us to the hospital.
That car was owned by her, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
She goes, okay, I'm not quite sure, but I'd be happy to try to assist you in what I can.
So you have no idea of why this briefcase was put in your car?
I'm sure it had something to do with some reason of my estate, but you please do not assume that I do not understand my workings, but my house is in charge of all interplanetary trade in the entire capital.
I see.
I cannot keep track of everything. I'd be more than happy to send one of my assistants that might be able to discern what was in that and why.
I'm mostly just curious, is because the hospital was not the first time we were attacked last night.
By the same people.
No. Maybe the same faction, but not the same kind of people.
Someone with a more technological approach to their drawing blanks here. With a more servitor-like appearance in nature.
Oh, very interesting. Honestly, I'm not quite sure. My anything that I have is welcome to you in your investigation, especially if my news prized champions have been attacked by some unknown factions. I am aware of the hirings of those mercenaries that attacked my hospital, but
Her new prize champion, she thinks she's buying us right now.
possibly.
Yeah. Well, she can think that.
I wasn't going to tell her otherwise.
Yeah.
If she'll pay us while we're doing stuff, what we need to do, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
But as far as this previous accident, I'm going to assume that you're talking about the accident where the servitor that I had given you as escort was destroyed. Those personnel, I'm not sure if they were the same, but I was aware of them. And do you know what happened of those assets? I mean, if there were assets in that trunk,
Oh shit, what happened to the dude we caught?
what did happen to the dude you caught?
Maybe we threw him in the trunk. He's still sitting there with the ship with Mekog. I think Mekog's got him. We probably would have just tied him up and tossed him in the trunk. So God knows what Mekog's been doing to him for the last 2 days.
The anatomy of an orc allows him to ingest a number of volatile substances, least of which is human body parts.
Hopefully Mekog still has... So, I guess we'll say to her, hopefully our orc friend still has a prisoner that could illuminate the issue, but knowing him...
He probably ate
they
him.
no longer... Yeah. As I'm struggling for the words, you'll just interject, he probably ate him.
He probably ate him.
Okay, so she goes, "Oh, would we find this prisoner at your ship?"
It's possible.
Or I guess.
But I don't know if that would be a...
She kind of blushes / kind of greens a little bit, and as she says, "Or what remains of him?"
That would probably not be a wise thing to show up asking about. It's probably best we deal with that.
Yeah, we can just box over and have... Because we have soldiers on the ship, we could have some of them bring...
if it's alive.
Bring the... Yeah, if the prisoner's around, they could bring the prisoner.
She goes, "Oh, I would be most grateful. That sounds fantastic. So, is there anything else that I can help you gentlemen with before I leave you to your business?"
We need information on the team that found the response team that found the two, I'm drawing a blank here, guys. I can't think of what to refer to. Yeah, the Inquisitors as. I don't want to use Inquisitors though. Did she know they were Inquisitors? I don't remember if she did or not.
Well, it's her hospital, and the hospital does, so yeah.
She is very well aware that her hospital is currently taking care of 2 Inquisitors.
Okay, well then I will use Inquisitors then.
Okay. She goes, "Absolutely, I'd be more than happy to." And she goes, "I will have one of my assistants give information on that response team and their location and the personnel that were there for you to interview."
Much appreciated.
Anything else?
I mean, she healed us. We told her we got a prisoner. We're waiting for information.
She gave you money and a base.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
I mean, my character is naturally going to try and ask for a ship, but I wanted to get everything else out of the way. I can try. It's like his lifelong goal.
So are you going to ask for a ship? Or are you gonna wait to try to gather more good graces with her before you try pulling off that stunt?
My character would be smart enough about it to wait. Especially if she thinks we're her champions, so I'm gonna wait.
Alrighty. Well, in that case, I think that this is a good point to call a break for the night. As you guys return back to your base of operations in preparation for the received information about where these Inquisitors were harmed, the people that picked them up, etc. And we'll pick it up from there next weekend.
Yes.
So 2 XP.
2 XP for all of you for establishing a base of operations through manipulating the
Yay.
Lady Calamir, or the Duchess Calamir.
Good, I have 7 now.
Who
You
gets
almost-
the role-playing RP?
Mechog.
Yeah, right?
Other than Mechog.
I don't know. Can't say Bjarn either. Realistically, I think the only 2 people that were super RP-ish was going to be Zach and Steven.
Well, that's fair. I'm aware of this fact. I'm not good at it.
I think I'll give it to...
I was rude as fuck.
Yeah, you were super rude. Yeah, I think I'll give it to Steven on this one. So you get 1 for yourself and 1 to give to another person of your choice.
Well, I kind of have to give it to Zach. He almost got it.
Well,
Give it
I
to
mean,
Nate, he can level up twice.
Yeah, you can give...
Oh, wait. So how much XP do you have, Zach?
I have 6.
And Nate has 7.
Yep.
So give it to him, he can level up twice.
I mean, I suppose, but it's also you're closer to... Yeah, I guess that makes sense. We'll just get both levels up out of the way tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can always feed XP to Zach later, too. I mean,
Yeah, that makes sense.
This is the most meta that you're allowed to really be, is like, you can sit there and kind of like manipulate your XP values to help each other out.
So we each have 8, and you get 6. So yeah, that makes sense, because either way, you don't go to level up once tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
Alrighty, so I will
got the-
contact you guys within the next week about leveling and how that all
It actually
works.
only takes like 10 seconds. It's on page 18 of the Cypher System rulebook.
Yep.
And there's only 4 things you can do. You can increase your effort score, you can increase one of your edges, or you can add 4 points to your stat pool, or you can become trained. So, I mean, any of us can easily do it ourselves.
Yeah, but I'll go over it with you guys just to make sure that you guys do it right in the next week.
Yeah. Okay.
And we'll talk about it, and I'll see what I can do to help you guys with leveling your characters. But other than that, then you guys are all set. And I nailed it. It is now 11:30 my time, which is right about when we kind of said that I would be trying to end sessions. So good job tonight, guys. And interesting things are on the horizon. A lot of prep for future sessions happen tonight.
And a whole lot of killing.
Oh dear. Oh dear. That's never a good sign.
Yeah.
That means we furthered the plot.
Yeah, there was a lot of plot going on tonight, whether you guys noticed it or not. And you guys are now directly involved in the politics of the houses, which is fantastic. I'm super
We also
excited.
kind of pick sides.
Yeah, you did. You definitely pick sides.
We weren't necessarily given a choice.
Yeah, it's going to look like we pick sides.
Right.
We can always play it off like we didn't.
Yeah.